Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Proper Variant of this Crusader Kings 2 and we have returned as King Roussel de Bailleul of Constantinople the Lion. And yes, it is indeed a kingdom. You know, historically speaking, he called himself a prince. It was a principality that he created roughly around here. We are, however, a bit, you know, I would say risen above that. You know, we have achieved more. We have been the driving force behind the Crusade next to the Yemenite dynasty, of course. But look at us now. Look at us in our thriving position. Now I ask you, what should we do? What should be our kind of, you know, biggest impulse? Where do we go in the future? What do we do? And in this playthrough, there is one thing that I do not want to do. In this playthrough, I really do not want to blob mindlessly. And what I mean by that is that, you know, I usually stop my playthroughs right before we go to the tipping point of where it gets too much blobbing and it just gets boring, but I still blob. Now this one, I really do not want to do this. In this one, I want to change things up. And I think we're going to do that by playing fairly tall. Now, there could be a bit more meat on us, you know, on our entire realm here, I think. Especially looking at Al Jazeera here and maybe even Antioch, the coast. If we were to become the Kingdom of Antioch right over here, which we should be able to found as a titular title at the very least, that would be great. Now, with that being said, I also was told, hey, why don't you go ahead and build a great work? And you know what? I will build a great work that we have never built before, at least as... You know what? No, I 100% am certain there has never been a time where I have built this great work. It's one that I don't think is built most of the time, but it is one that is done very, very quickly. We're going to build a magnificent garden, and the reason for that is that we're going to build this garden, and you gotta remember, we have been in the Abbey Cluny, so we have been over there. We've seen, you know, the magnificent gardens, the wonderful landscapes of the monastery, and I think we're going to build a magnificent garden in Galatia, I believe that is how I pronounce it. I might be wrong, though I think somebody told me that that is how it's pronounced. We're going to build a magnificent garden, and at the same time, we shall build a temple. A temple for Galatia, because this shall be a proper temple land, a land that will bring honor and piety to King Roussel the Lion. Now, with that being said, I think there are greater tasks ahead of us, and one of those tasks is challenging the Fatimids, because if I were able to get a stronghold here, to get a foothold, I should say, in the Holy Land, we may even crown one of our sons the king of Jerusalem. So, you know what? Let's just be a bit ballsy here. They are currently at war with the Egyptians, and the Egyptians are incredibly strong, so I think they got this. Jesus, that is so many troops. That is just outrageous. Anyway, let's go on and let's declare war against the Fatimids. Let's teach them a lesson. I know we are very weak, but you know what? I shall take the holy city. Jerusalem will be ours. And by the way, look at this. She got away absolutely scot-free, had no issues whatsoever, and will marry Gero when the time comes. Now, of course, let's call in our allies here. You know, they will help in the name of the one true faith. Of course, you know, Catholicism is a bit different to Orthodoxy, but at the end of the day, we will all be friends when it comes to fighting off the Muslims in the Holy Land. So, let's recruit some good companies. I'm going to go with a great company because they are just so large, and that should give me the opportunity of actually just, you know, withstanding the enemy forces without even needing the allies. But of course, I will tell the allies to attach. You know, how else could I do it? There we are. Thank you for joining in, Queen Eudiuna. And then Queen Eulalia, of course. We have a conglomerate of friendly queens. And the Knights of St. John have just been founded. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The Knights, who have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time now, have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. I mean, in Jerusalem, really. Pious Catholic rulers may call on their support in wars against heretics and heathens, but they will not fight those of their own faith. Of course not. Makes a lot of sense. Now, let's all go down there and teach them a lesson. I'm not going to be there myself is the thing, though. At least not right now. There is sickness down there that I don't really want to care for. And once we conquer Jerusalem, I think this will be one of those, you know, truly historic moments where we conquer Jerusalem and then we'll enter it during our pilgrimage. We are the protector and the liberators of all of Jerusalem. I told Gero to stay at home, but just as I finished purchasing my gift to him, I turn around and see him trying to hide from me. The surprise is ruined. See, the thing is, I love my child. I don't think... I'm kind, I'm patient. I'm not actually kind, just for the record. I'm charitable. You know what? Can't blame you. Listen, you're my son. You knew I was getting something for you. What else could you do other than, you know, be happy for me? A visitor. Oh, there you go. See, this is perfect. You received a visitor, a monk from the famous great abbey at Cluny. He tells you that the monks there spend much of their days in devoted prayer and that they always mention the names of the most pious Christians in those prayers. If you would demonstrate your immense piety by donating a large sum of gold to Cluny Abbey, he would surely be among those present in the monk's prayers. You know what? Absolutely. I am building a garden in, you know, similar as a mirror of Cluny Abbey down here, and you know what? You have my full support. Much as, of course, the magnificent garden has my full support. What can we build in that? Fountains? Fountains of youth. Unlocks the drink from the Fountain of Youth decision. See, I've never actually built this. We're going to do this in this playthrough. We're going to drink from the Fountain of Youth. I hope it's good. Hanging gardens, secluded groves, hidden burial spot. Ooh, poisonous flowers. Ooh, there's so much cool stuff that is actually unique to this particular great work. I'm very excited. I think that's going to be super cool. And we're going to take huge attrition here, of course. Let me just quickly, you know what? What is the 9.4k? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to quickly build a fort. Just to get rid of that. And that should deal with the sickness. The sickness is already gone. It should deal with the sickness, right? Am I wrong here? I believe that it does. Oh, you have troops present. Force lock down the occupation of empty gnome province. And negate the crushing... Oh, this is only pagan homelands. You know what? That was a useless investment, but I will take it nonetheless. It makes me feel better at the very least. Let's make sure that you're not in the same province, maybe. Now, the Fatimids are going to be big and they're going to be angry, but I think we can withstand them. 17k, good god. We're taking attrition here at the moment until we actually switch over, but there you are. Damn, that was very painful. I gotta admit it. Very, very painful. And then I built a fort as well that did literally nothing. Well, here we are, I guess. Yet another morning when I wake up feeling as tired as when I went to bed. I should do something about my listless mind. Perhaps I need to spend some time alone. Soothe myself in prayer and meditation. Absolutely. We're still on the theology focus, of course, and there you go. I have gained a newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying in seclusion has done me good. God has helped me strengthen my mind. We got neither temperate nor diligent, but we did get the prestige, and you know what? I'll take the piety, and I'll take that. Absolutely. What is this? Uzavid revolt, so it's not even a realm revolt. What is going on? What are you doing? Georgia, please. Oh, Georgia and Epirus, both of them. What are they doing? They're walking all the way. Instead of coming down here, they're walking all the way because they were like, we gotta attack the capital of the Fatimids. Well, I mean, they tried, I guess. They landed more troops. Utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Oh no, are they sailing over to me? I think they're sailing over. And he's down to 8.6k troops. You fool. You have nothing. Oh no, he just got slaughtered by the Egyptians. I mean, I say oh no, but I mean oh yes. The Egyptians are aiding us. They are destroying our enemies. And you know what? It makes me wonder. Do I have a potential betrothal here? What are you... He's not already betrothed. Why can't I do this? Oh, because he's being educated somewhere entirely... Nope, he's educated in Egypt. Nope, he is educated in Iberia. There you go. Alright, yeah, you know what? I understand. Can't do the betrothal because he's obviously over there. Could I theoretically... Wait a minute. Just for the record, right? Your son is down here and you are too far away for me to actually interact with you, eh? Oh, that sucks. Well, won't get that done then, will we? But we will get Jerusalem done, and I could not be happy about that. What are you doing up here? Get out of there, army of Murad. Are you out of your mind? Let's come to my attention the Magister of Tarsus, Mayor Gargic of Lamas, has bribed and threatened his way through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognize a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege. Count Grigor of Tarsus. See, I don't actually care. But it is part of the Bagrazioni dynasty. That's fascinating that they are down here now. I think they've been here down there in this start date all the time, actually. I may be mistaken. Look at Egypt just slashing through the enemy. I just want you to know, by the way, there will be a huge multiplayer session with currently 33 active players and 3 observer moderators, that's the word, that will happen on Friday, 6 PM CET, so Central European time. Don't miss it. It's going to be the biggest CK2 multiplayer game that has been streamed as far as I know outside of developer games. Now, will it crash? Probably. Will it have issues? Probably. But I would advise you not to miss it because it will truly be great. At least I hope so. Don't miss out on it. You can schedule, getting a reminder. If you go to my video page right now, you will be able to go to the live page and then set a reminder. It will be outrageously great. There may be issues every now and again, as is common with Paradox Development Studio multiplayer games, but let me tell you, it's going to be great. Don't miss it, because you definitely don't want to. Ralph approaches you, my liege. I have a great idea for a monument, something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. You know what? I'm not proud. Don't mistake this for me being prideful. But I think I am somebody that is charitable. If somebody says, hey, I have a project that could be amazing, I'm gonna say yes to that. I will support that. Be creative. What are you doing? Oh, the Seljuks are invading for Jerusalem. Again? Yet again, huh? I think the Seljuks... I mean, look, last time I also said the Seljuks might win this, and they clearly did not, but they might actually win this time around, eh? Speaking of which, I need more legalism. Wait, we are so far away from the next legalism level. I don't think that's gonna happen. I would love for it to happen, though. I gotta admit it, because then we would actually be able to hold 8 out of 8 titles. We already have 3 duchies, so we're not gonna get anything else there. That would be kind of cool. And we are not even a Grand Duke anymore, so what's the difference? What do you want? Where even are you? What is this? Your army's in Nisa. Ah, I understand. Well, he's just on the way through. I don't need to give him any piece of land. We're gonna be fine. Look at you, Epirus. What are you... Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? We are going to take Jerusalem. Honestly, what is this, first of all? Is that the assassins? Oh, I can smoke out the assassins. Absolutely. I'm ready. Take them out, boys. Jerusalem has fallen. Jerusalem has fallen for the righteous Christians once again. And it is now in the hands of those that it should always have been. And look at that. The Hungarians, together with the Byzantines, are destroying the Seljuks. Let me just take a look at the pact between... Oh, wow. First of all, there is no proper pact. I can only assume, because this is an invasion, that the Hungarians actually... Oh, the Hungarians are Orthodox. Right, I forgot about that. The takeover. Wait, you are already Orthodox? Why is Salomon Orthodox? I guess he may have converted just recently. But the takeover of Hungary, of course, by, you know, the good old Pechenegs, that is wild. That is a crazy thing that happened there. I welcome it because it's just so weird. Oh, it's actually the Cumans, I guess. But I gotta tell you, looking at this situation, they're aiding the Byzantines, and it just makes me worried that they may grow even closer to the Byzantines long term. Maybe we, maybe we should actually push our claim for Hungary, after all. You know what? In the name of the faith, sometimes some underhanded schemes have to be undertaken. I'm sorry to say, look, I'm not the perfect person. I'm a pious person, but I'm not the best out there. So sometimes you just gotta get rid of the Cumans to reclaim Hungary for the Catholic Church. I believe that the Pope would approve. And what is this anyway? Good God, everybody's rebelling. This looks like the multiplayer game already right here. Boleslav the Holy Roman Revolt in war against a tyranny. So right, I understand Kaiser Heinrich V is hated by everyone, which is why they rebelled in such numerous in such a numerous community, I should say. Okay, what do we do with you? You are one of my sons. You are the primary son, actually, and you're being brought up by myself. I'm going to teach you in martial education. Of course, you have to become a Christian knight. At another morning when I wake up feeling as tired. Right, let's just, pray some more. That ought to help. What are you doing up here? Look at that. So he also... The AI is so... Sometimes they're so simple. So our allies, the, Epirus and Georgia, brought their troops down here. And then they were like, oh, wait a minute. I should be with my allies. So they went all the way over here. They walked all the way. And then the Fatimids were like, oh, I want to be in your capital. So they brought their troops over here. And then they were like, wait a minute. I can re-siege Accra. So let's go back. And also, can I get these? Nope. This AI, let's just hope that the war AI will be a bit different in Crusader Kings 3. Look at all these prisoners. Samo Teteroba, let everyone know about my plot to kill King Teteroba Serchan the Frog. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Buddy? Buddy? 190%. You shall reclaim it. You know what? I don't even care about your claims. Try it. Try me. I will destroy it. Look at that. We just finished building the temple. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. The garden is not that far away either. Should be finished next episode, actually. That is quite quick. I'm super happy about how this is going right now. This is very beneficial to us. Now, we haven't had any battles so far, so, let's just have some. Will this actually count as a major engagement? Because I'm not sure that it will. A man can hope. Oh, and look at you. Well, this will certainly count, at least I hope so. Conversion of Mordva, they are Orthodox, of course. Ooh, look at you. You know what? I'm not gonna let that battle happen without me being there. Let's destroy them. Let's crash their party. Teach them a lesson. Well, they're quick. They're very quick. Come on, man. Oh, what? He died of poor health. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars of recent history. So much unfulfilled. So little achievement. Our father is dead. He just died. Died of poor health. First of all, look at Duke Roussel. See, I didn't even remember that he was this terrible. But what happened here? This is just poor health, huh? Oh, that sucks. Sucks to be King Raymond the Lion, but he had a great life, 38 years old. Now he is with the Lord. Let's hope that he may become a blessed, maybe even a saint. He certainly would deserve it. Wasn't able to, you know, get a bloodline, but that's okay. And let's assign a new guard in here. Let's get a good one if possible. Oh, Gerard. Absolutely. Oh, you're also excellent, but Gerard is actually, you know, look at these positive traits. He may be arbitrary and cruel, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. The monument Ralph promised is finished. The statue is unveiled, and it's just a bigger version of Ralph. Only slightly better looking than the real Ralph. What? I don't know about this. You know what? I think he's old enough to understand that this is incredibly rude. He is curious, brooding, and fuzzy. I think he doesn't like the idea that this man just built a statue instead of building something that honored his freshly deceased father. And then with the arbitrary guardian, you know what? I think this is exactly what he will do. We're bitter rivals. I hate you, Ralph. You son of a gun. This is still building. Very nice. Upon inspecting the armory, my guards have found Norman Crusader mace, an old weapon. It must have belonged to King Raymond, they inform me. Shame it's not in better shape, they mutter. You know what? I will pay for it, absolutely. It's my father's damn weapon that he got from the Crusade. Oh, you surrender, huh? I'll take it. And I just clicked an event by accident that was hidden behind the other event. Hate when that happens. Absolutely hate when that happens. Yeah, we shall oust the assassins. They have no place in the Holy Land. Don't even get me started. Alright, all of that handed out. We are, of course, a bit over the limit, but we are going to marry Queen Eulalia, who does not have any children yet. This is gorgeous. We will actually inherit Epirus. Do you know how it is? Let's create the Duchy of Jerusalem. Now, sadly, I didn't die after the war ended. Had that occurred, we would have been in a situation where I could have immediately declared another war, but here we are. That's a bit of a shame. I'll take it though, you know, at the end of the day, the way I see it, a win is a win. Now, how are we doing in terms of, look at this, building up, I guess, you know, at the end of the day, building up our blessed holdings there gives us a very decent amount of troops, a very healthy boost, I would say. Let's just take a look at you. We don't have a claim for Hungary anymore, that is sad. I was really prepared to go for Hungary, but I guess God paid me back for my plotting, simply getting rid of me. I can't crown myself yet, and we are holding too many titles. Now, I don't actually want to go on and, you know, make Jerusalem my capital. I think Galatia, because that is where my father built up our realm, will be our capital. Maybe Jerusalem, if I am able to create the kingdom, will, you know, become part of my brother's realm. At the end of the day, he got nothing, because my father didn't leave him anything, but I don't hate my brother, do I? Yeah, and you know, I feel okay about him, so does he. I think I'm going to make him the king of Jerusalem if we find the right moment for that, of course. How are the Seljuks doing? They are down to 13k. Their war against the Byzantines is not going as anticipated. What a shame that I died there, honestly. Just what a weird shame. We could immediately go against the Seljuks, and I think, you know what? I think we shall do that. We're going to eat our way down here, down the good old Holy Land, the Levant, I guess. Antioch. You know what? Sure, you're next, buddy. You are next, buddy. Let's call it... Oh, we don't have allies anymore. Hey, you. No? Excuse you? So much money, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. What about you, Georgia? Doesn't even want a non-aggression pact anymore. That's okay, my future wife will aid me in destroying the Seljuks. Somebody has to do it. It is a risky war, and at the end of the day, it is a war declared in the legacy of our leader. The legacy of, you know, good old King Raymond. And our mother is our regent, and I think our mother has the same impulses as our father, our late father, I suppose. I think this war is just. Whether we will win it is something else, because we are running out of money, of course. You want to marry? Nah, my mother stays. Ah, Jesus. Queen mothers rarely ever went anywhere. At least as long, you know, as their offspring was still ruling, so I don't think that is even remotely okay to suggest that, you know, they should go somewhere else. Absolutely not. Let's take Antioch. I'm ready for it. And also, why are these Fatimid troops standing there? They are not at war with the Seljuks. What's going on there? Very strange. I can't explain it, but, you know, I'll take it, I guess. What is the capacity? 13.9k? We got it. Man, what a... I'll be honest with you, what an anticlimactic end to the life of such a wonderful, such a strong conqueror, and then he's not even becoming a blessed. Or even a saint. He would have deserved it. I mean, he had the stats, right? He had the piety and everything, and then here we are. Jesus. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. The Knights of St. John ask for your help in the holy war against the infidels. To assist us in our struggle, we humbly ask for permission to establish a new castle in the county of Hebron. You know what? It should be like right around here. There you are, yeah. Sure. You have my blessing. There you are. Beautiful. Very, very cool. I like it. King Géraud. What kind of king is he gonna be, I wonder? He's already making, you know, great strides. He's cooperating with the Knights Templar, or was that the Knights Hospitalis? Same thing. Same thing, if you ask me. So I think this is only adequate. You know, maybe he will also become a religious person. Either way, he is definitely interested in the faith and keeping the faith alive. I think I have to borrow some money to go through with this war, but that's okay. We are, of course, over our limit now. Look at this domain. Yeah, our domain has been crippled. Because I'm holding all of this different land. You know what, brother? Brother? I think it's time. I will grant you Jerusalem. And everything around it. Really, the council is against it. Out of all the things the council could be against, Mayor Dorotheus of Asponia, you know what, I gotta, sorry. Mayor, I gotta dispose of you. Get out of here. You're just an advisor. You're not even doing anything. Why is everyone hating me? I guess the council is just discontent in general, but even so, it is making me quite angry. No, Ralph, I will not cooperate with you. Get out of here. I can see you, and I have no interest in doing that. Now, tell me, why do you hate me? Oh, a wicked priest. God damn it. Too many held duchies. Well, why don't I give out the Duchy of Jerusalem? Really? Really? Come on, man. I'm gonna hand these out, and my regent is gonna ask for favors if necessary. I mean, what are they gonna do about it? My mum will support my brother. Of course she will. You should be educated, I guess, in the faith. You will support me in the council. That's cool. I like it. Oh, that's me. My bad. What about you take Jerusalem, huh? There you go. Now, I assume people still hate me, seeing as I still technically hold too many duchies. I guess 3 is allowed. Bit weird. Well, you know what? Progress is progress. They no longer hate me, absolutely, so I do not have to do anything about it. There you go. Let's destroy the Seljuks. Let's take Antioch. And then I definitely need to take these 3, just so that we have a nice realm. And what is this? Ooh, okay. That's not nice. Hate that. Get out of here. I did not see them coming, I gotta admit. Let's just unite the armies here. And I think then we want to walk right into them. How many troops do you have right now? 14k. I don't see where the rest is, but I will destroy you. Rest assured. I will utterly crush you. Oh, you need to be the direct leader. See, Ralph, I hate you, but you are a good army leader, I suppose. This is hills. Mountains. Oh god, I'm not going to challenge them in the mountains. Not if I don't have to. You know, obviously we're not having an easy war here, but I'm not going to give up like this. Yeah, they are going to go into the mountains either way, so we will have to challenge them right there. Blessed has passed. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take the blessing. I'll absolutely take it. Roussel de Bailleul lived a pious life, truly following the example of God. He passed on the 19th January 1115, and people have long wondered if he would be considered a true Christian or not. A large ceremony is held in Raymond's honor by the Pope to celebrate the life he lived. A virtuous exemplar of a true Catholic, the Pope will write his name in among the pious Christians of old. A bastion of piety in life, a stalwart example in death. Blessed be his memory once again in the arms of God. You know, I would have liked a bit more than that. You know what I would have liked, you know? Good old legendary saint, but I'll take it. I walk into you here, right? I come from here, there's not going to be any... Will we be able to actually take them out in the mountains? With all that cavalry, I'm afraid, because the cavalry is not impacted by the mountains at all. Strangest thing, but, you know, it will always be true, of course. I'll take it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's fight this fight. Somebody has to do it. And obviously, it's not going to actually be... Yeah, it's going to be... Wow. I always get so cocky in the mountains. 100% of the time, I just get so cocky. I don't want to surrender. I'm not gonna surrender, let's be real here. But I just get too cocky. I just think to myself, we should have this, right? Like, the mountains. You know, even despite that, but we never do. We never actually have it. Let's just go down there and re-siege this. It should still be very fresh. They have a very limited amount of troops, of course, as do we, but... No, I can only hope that maybe we are going to pull this out after all. I'm going to bait them in. But we are going to continue, or finish this bait rather, I should say, in the next episode. And in this one, I want to merely thank the members of the channel. First of all, the Barons, Stefan, the Richesty, Snywolf, and Sai. Then the one and only Count, Suspicious Duck. And, after all, of course, the wonderful, the gorgeous, the strong Dukes. And the newest addition to them, Herman. Welcome, and thank you for becoming a Duke. And thanks to all the other Dukes, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Eric, Lexo, and Benedict. Your support is what keeps this channel going the way that it's currently going. If you want to support the channel too, then check out the join button right under the video, where you can also become a member. I just added new emotes. They are amazing. Really good this time around, I swear to God. You should check them out. Check out the join button then. You will see what you can get as emotes that you can then use in chats and the comments. Now, with that being said, you can also support myself by buying your Paradox games via the affiliate link in the description, where you pay nothing more than you would usually pay, but I get a little bit of a cut from it. So thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next episode. Feel free to point out in the comments how stupid it was to challenge them in the mountains, because it certainly was. Anyway, until later, alligator.